What is up, guys? So today is August 20th. Took a little itty bitty trade today. I was in it for around 7 minutes. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 minutes. Took it for 660 bucks. It was all I needed to pass the account, and we got it. I was stood patient today, locked in. I didn't post a video yesterday. I did not take a trade yesterday. I was watching all day, but didn't see anything I liked. So I was just waiting for that perfect opportunity, and it came. So let me break this trade down. So this was only 3 trades on the account, which was I'm pretty happy with. We took 3 trades, 3 days for 3K. So it's pretty solid trading. I'm gonna show you guys my idea behind this trade. So this was today. This was the start. This was 9:30. We ended up just racing down today, taking a bunch of lows. Very bearish, super volatile today. At around 10:50, we created these lows. I was kind of hanging out on the 5 minute today. I wasn't. It was just too volatile to be on the 1 minute and make sense of anything. So we created these lows at around 10:50 and ended up coming back up to this area over here. I had this previous area marked up, which I'll show you what it is, but let's see. So this was, let's see what I found important. So this was at 10:30. Oh, so this was a 10:30 SMT. Yeah, if I have it at 10:30. Yeah, so this was a 10:30 SMT, which is one of my models. If I see like a 10:30 SMT, it's usually huge for me. It's a big area that you know I'll use, or a big sign that I'll use to that we're gonna make a move, right? I like this one specifically because we formed this order block over here, and it was also aligned with this inversion. And then once we inverted this, we never tapped back in. So I was using this as a area where we would hunt later on. So, and it was kind of like right in the center of this order block, which is nice. Let's see. You can see, so we ended up coming back into this area, you see, and then kind of we printed above it and then reused it to launch out and like go to the highs that we were at just recently at. So let's go all the way back over here. I don't know why I'm doing this. I could just tap this. All right, so we stopped shy of this area that I just showed you, and which I was happy about because we left a 5 minute inversion right over here that I wanted us to come back into. I did want to come a little deeper into it to tap into this candle. We didn't end up doing that, which also aligned with this first fair value gap from way long ago for me. That was like a really high probability area, and we didn't end up doing that, so that's fine. But we ended up coming back into this 5 minute inversion fair value gap. And then from here, as I was tape reading, I saw this order block that was really nice. I like this one because we printed highs right under it, so and we never tapped back in. So I was like, okay, we're probably generating liquidity right over here. So yeah, around that 1050 area, we ended up coming back above it, kind of, tapping back in, faking out that we were going to come back in here, and then ended up coming lower, tapping into that 5 minute inversion fair value gap. Okay. So this was kind of, once we tapped into this inversion fair value gap, it was kind of game on. What I wanted to see was us print back above this. And what I really liked about this move was that we had this bearish candle that took out these lows, and left it open. So that was nice. And then around, what really locked me into this trade was we were in the 12 o'clock macro, and exactly at 12:10 we printed this candle, which created this gap right over here, and it aligned with, so we basically had three PD arrays, which was this order block. After we print above it, it turned into a breaker block. So we tap back into that. It's aligned with this inversion, real nice. So I got in on this second candle right after the close, and it got me in right here at this breaker. And then I was only aiming for 660. That's all I needed to pass the account. If I wasn't aiming for anything, I would have took this probably to this area, and then just watch what was going to happen, if we were either going to come lower or use this to bounce higher. Either way, I would have closed it over here. It probably would have been like 700, not way more, because I made 600, like probably $1,000 up here. But I closed it for 660. Was clean play. Yeah, everything was real nice about this one. I liked it. I was in it for only 7 minutes. I stood patient all day and yesterday, waiting for a setup that I liked. And yeah, so that's kind of what I see today. I think that we're still gonna head lower to grab these equal lows. They're like relative equal lows, but I still think since they're right above some lows that we have, I think we'll head there. It doesn't have to be today, but I think we'll either head there this week for sure. This isn't the low. I do have an area that I'm interested in, which is 874. So this area right here, I'm interested in longs here. If we come into this and I see something I like, I will end up taking longs here. And yeah, we'll see. I'll post a video on that. If it works or if it doesn't, I'll still talk about it later. But that's kind of my bias right now, and that was my trade today. It's itty bitty compared to what we did today, but hey, like, just take what you can get, right? $600 in 7 minutes is way better than a lot that I've done in the past. So yeah, that's my trade today. Some areas I'm looking at still is if we print back under this, creating a gap, you can see a short entry over here, and you can get in even shorter under this if we print lower here. I'm looking at this one as well for an area that will probably go and sweep under these lows, tap into here. And then if we print under here, I would have high confidence that we're kind of take these lows and keep moving down. But like, definitely if we reclaim this gap right over here, this 5 minute, then I would for sure be going short, trying to find something in here to go lower to this area. But yeah, so that's today. And yeah, thanks guys.